Here at Weequahic Park, part of our doubleheader today is your Scarlet Raiders take on the University of Rochester. And Matthew King off to a good start. As popping up for the first out of the ball game was the leadoff hitter, Ethan Jacquet, flying out to the shortstop for Rutgers Newark. And that was Michael Weinbell. So one away. And that brings up number 7, Jackson Reed, the third baseman today for the University of Rochester, 6'1", 180, a graduate student out of Corte Madera, California. Rochester comes into today's ball game with an 0-2 record. They got their season underway as they dropped a couple of ball games in close contests on opening day against William Patterson. And down on strikes goes Jackson Reed. So the starting pitcher for Rutgers Newark off to a heck of a start. 1 up, 1 down. Matthew King looking good. Right-handed pitcher, 5'9" sophomore out of Ocean Township, New Jersey. And a swing and a miss from Sammy Bezturi, the shortstop, 6 feet, 175 out of Chicago, Illinois. And St. Ignatius Prep. There's another strike. Foul tip caught by the catcher, Rosado. Look at Matt King dialed in, not wasting any time on the hill today. Again, Rochester, way upstate New York, losing that twin bill to Willie P. And 3 up, 3 down. As down on strikes goes Sammy Bezturi. We're going to keep it right here, folks, and get you up to speed before your Scarlet Raiders come up to bat. So,
what if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education.
There we go, folks. Just trying to get this music squared away. I feel like I'm gonna rave on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. But leading things off for your Scarlet Raiders is going to be Paul Recchia, the second baseman, 6-foot senior out of Randolph, New Jersey. And Paul Recchia, in that loss to Middlebury yesterday, it was a tough one here at Weequahic Park as the Scarlet Raiders lost 25-8. 12 hits in that loss to Middlebury yesterday for Rutgers Newark, but they could not match the firepower of the Panthers. We got a Philadelphia Eagles score, 25-8. So Rutgers looking to rebound here today. They got a beautiful day to do it. Once again, very chilly out here at Weequahic Park. Supposed to get up to around 50 degrees today. Well, on the water here, a lot colder than that at the minute. Yeah, so Rutgers got off to a good start yesterday against Middlebury. A couple of runnings and a couple of runs in the first inning. 4 runs in the bottom of the second. So as I mentioned, 12 hits from Rutgers Newark. Chase Ostrowski suffered the loss after going 1.2 innings. Paul Recchia was 3 for 5 yesterday with 2 runs scored, and Matthew Storch was 2 for 2. So let's see if Recchia can pick up where he left off yesterday. Couple of hits. See how Paul does here against the starting pitcher for the University of Rochester. That's Thomas Blades. Blades, a 5'10" righty, a graduate student out of Charleston, West Virginia. And for Blades, he is not listed in the pitchers category of our statistics here. Maybe on the other side we can see if Blades has made any appearances yet this season. So this is the first appearance for Blades. Mark Aronson, Theo Beckley, and Matt Bradley are listed as the pitchers in that doubleheader against William Patterson. Recchia digs in. And that's going to hit him. Inside, Recchia brushes that off like he just got swatting away a mosquito. I mean, these Recchia twins, man, they are something else. Absolute specimens. Recchia's brother, Eric, now will step into the box. Eric, a 6'2 senior out of Randolph, as we mentioned. Brother Paul. They have been just a terrific duo of student athletes here at Rutgers Newark. They have made their presence felt, both academically, athletically. Humble young men, do the right thing, work hard, always engaged in student work hours at the Golden Dome Athletic Center, in the gym, in the cage, in the library. Mr. and Mrs. Recchia, hats off on a great job with your sons. That's going to be a base hit for Eric. So we got two aboard. The Pow Pow twins, Eric and Paul, on board. And it'll be number 7 for the Scarlet Raiders. Michael Weinbolt, who made that catch earlier in the top of the first, junior shortstop today. 6'2 out of Middletown. And that's in there for a called strike. Weinbill with a runner in scoring position flares that down the right field line and foul. So Rochester lost 11-9, I'm sorry, against William Patterson in game 1. In game 2, it was 5-4. So Rochester comes in at 0-2 here to Newark, New Jersey. Quite a bus ride for the Rochester baseball team, and that's deep to left on his horse, making the catch on the Weinbill fly was the left fielder for the University of Rochester, Tristan Data. Tristan, big boy at 6'6", 200. Freshman out of Miami, Florida.
Joey Bernardo.
We got Joey Bernardo, the cleanup hitter, number 41. Remember the late great Bob Shepard, now batting for the Scarlet Raiders. The designated hitter, number 41, Joseph Bernardo. The late great Bob Shepard, the longtime PA announcer for the New York Yankees, playing out of the Cathedral in the Boogie Down Bronx, New York. Bernardo, 5'9". DePaul Catholic kid out of Wayne, New Jersey. Speaking of Catholic, I did call a couple of state championships yesterday over there at Fordham University. And that's a soft roller down the third baseline and foul. Yeah, we had the Class B and the Class AA New York State Catholic High School Athletic Association state championships at Fordham University. The legendary Rose Hill Gymnasium. What a beautiful spot that is. Over 100 years of history packed into that gym. Eric Recchia gets back to first on the throw over by Blades. Blades, Charleston Catholic High School alum. And Blades checks the runner at second. And Bernardo with a high fly ball into left field. And Dada there with the put away.
Now batting third baseman, number 9, Tommy Ruth.
And that one's going to get past the catcher. Runners advance. Giving chase to the backstop is Matt Reith. That's Reith. Matt Reith, the 6', 200-pound senior out of Tierra Verde, Florida. Matt Reith. St. Petersburg High School alum. So the count now 1-0, and Blades deals, and there for a strike. 1-1 now, the count here in the bottom of the first inning, part of a doubleheader here today as the Raiders face the University of Rochester in baby blue, Rutgers in the home white with red numbers. The Scarlet Raiders now at 2-5 overall on this season. We talked about that tough loss yesterday at Middlebury, at Rutgers against Middlebury, and a good job by the catcher this time, Reith, who keeps that ball in front of him. And Recchia brothers on second and third with two away. And the Raiders threatening here early against Blades. And Tommy Blades, the right-hander, is set. And the pitch is stroked to the shortstop. Makes the long throw, and it's good. Not an easy play there. Good job by Sammy Bezturi for the third and final out of the inning. So Blades gets out of a jam. Rutgers leaves two on a base hit by Eric Recchia. So one inning in the books, folks. Excuse me. 0-0 the score. We'll be back after this.
What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers. Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health. What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education.
We're live at Weekway
Now
Park.
batting right fielder, number 16, Josh Leadham.
And as you heard, our PA announcer, the incomparable Aaron Cohen, just announced it'll be Josh Leadham, the right fielder today in Game 1 for Rochester. Big right-handed batter. Leadham, 6'2", 190, graduate student out of Barrington, Rhode Island. Swing and a miss. King blows that one by, number 16. Counts 0-2, and wasting one there was King. And that's going to be knocked foul down the third baseline. Matt King, 2-0 this year with a 3.27 ERA. This is his third appearance. 11 innings pitched. He's given up 10 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 14 strikeouts. So hasn't given up the long ball yet. And King certainly has made an argument as the ace of the staff at this juncture of the season. And he is picking up where he left off in inning number 1. As big number 16, Leadham, goes down swinging.
Now batting left fielder number 32, Tristan Dada.
It'll be the left fielder, Dada, who was busy there in the bottom of the first with a couple of putaways in left field. That's a high fly ball into right field. And there to make the catch for the Scarlet Raiders. Speaking of big, Eric Recchia. And now
first baseman,
two away.
Alex Gonzalo.
And that'll bring up number 12 for the University of Rochester. Alex Gonzalo, the right-handed first baseman, 6'1", 200-pound senior out of Park Ridge, Illinois. And look at this, Maine South High School. Shout out Bridgeton. And Gonzalo takes for a strike. Looked a little low. Rosado framed it beautifully. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. In the hole at 1-2 now. And King deals. That's low, ball 2. Doubles wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. And King blows it by him. King is dialed in today. My gosh. Down on strikes for the final out of the inning is Alexander Gonzalo.
After the second inning, 0 runs, 0 hits, 0 left on base.
So 3 up, 3 down. Matt King off to a terrific start. And let's check out King's numbers. King has struck out 4 of the first 6 batters he's faced here today. It's early. Matty King putting together a gem. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education.
Welcome back to Weequahic Park. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Dario Morales, the left-handed batter, at bat for the Raiders. Dario at first base today, 5'9" senior out of Hasbrook Heights, with his first at bat, and that's in there for a strike. little something off of that and outside for a called ball. The Blades has given up one hit, a couple of flyouts. Got a bit of a pitcher's duel here through the first couple of innings. And this pitch, big swing by Morales as he goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up number 6. Gilroy Prial is 5'8" junior out of Caldwell with his first AB today. Prial batting .353 this season. 17 at-bats, 4 runs, 6 hits, a double to go along with a couple of ribbies. And that's in there for a called strike. Count now 1-2 as a Prial in the hole here. Blades pitching from the stretch despite nobody being on base. To each his own, I say. As a former pitcher myself, nobody on, I preferred to go with the straightaway approach, and that's going to be foul back. And John Heffernan with the play-by-play here today on Raider Vision, part of our 2-game set against the University of Rochester. And on the strike, that one gets away from the catcher, Reith, but throws it down to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting catcher number 23, John Rosado.
So I would expect this game has a much different look here in the early going than it did yesterday. 25-8 ball game. Raiders with the loss to Middlebury. This one's cruising along here in the bottom of the second. And that brings up Rosado, the catcher, veteran John Rosado, senior 5'8" out of Elizabeth. One thing about baseball, you know, you used to be able to say, hey, it's the one sport that has what that the others don't. That doesn't have what that the others don't. That would be a clock, but not anymore. Major League Baseball has instituted a pitch clock. Batters have to be in the box. Pitchers got to pitch, and if you don't, you get a called strike against you if the pitcher messes up. The batter messes up and doesn't get into the box in time or doesn't pitch on time. All in an effort by Major League Baseball to move things along. Also, talk of getting rid of the home plate umpire entirely. And they've experimented with that in the minor leagues. Not a fan of that. I like the human element. But then again, if it costs my Yanks anything, I probably wouldn't be happy. But I believe human element is part of life. You know, you look at the NFL and what they do with their replays, and also the NHL and Major League Baseball, the NBA, and we can review, and those seem to work pretty well overall on certain calls. You know, is it a flagrant foul in the NBA? Did the shot get through, you know, before the buzzer, and that kind of stuff? That makes sense. But not having a home plate umpire. Come on, man. First of all, guy's going to be out of a job, and unless it's seamless. A good example of that is down on strikes goes number 23, Rosado, for the third out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down, 2 in the books. But just to wrap up my thought there, not that anyone cares, but in tennis, they have the electronic line system where it's virtually foolproof. So it's not up to the referee, the chair umpire, to make that call anymore. And it's instantaneous. But, the chair umpire stays. Always a fine line, folks. Things always evolving and growing in life and in the world of sports. And technology doesn't wait around for anybody. We'll be back, folks, with the top of the third inning. It's 0-0 here at Weequahic Park. Scarlet Raiders taking on the Yellow Jackets, University of Rochester. We'll be back after this.
What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers. Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
And we're back here live at Weequahic Park, top of the third inning, 0-0 the score. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a Jake Goldberg sighting, the DH today in Game 1. A right-handed batter, 5'11", 165 out of Bethesda, Maryland. First-year player, freshman at University of Rochester. And that's going to be a high fly ball there to make the catch. The second baseman, Paul Recchia, for one away as king, continues to roll. Bringing up big number 44.
Now batting center field.
Sammy Smith.
Sammy Smith.
Smith out in center today, 6'1", 185. Graduate student out of Newton, Connecticut. Sammy Smith batting .750. My goodness, 4 at-bats. 1 run, 3 hits for number 44. So batting 8th in the order. And taking something off of that one was King Matt. He's certainly up on that throne today, looking pretty darn good, and unable to hold back on that one was Smith. It's in the dirt, though, and the Rosado's there for the throwdown. So the strikeout for Sammy Smith.
Batting catcher number 9, Matt Reith.
And that'll bring up Matty Reith. High, but swung on by Reith and foul back. 0-1. Matt Reith takes, and that's called ball. Now 2-1. Reith out of Florida. Big swing from Reith. Swings right through it in the hole. Well, 2-2 now the count. A two-way As King continues to look solid. That's going to be low. Count now full to Matt Reith. And Reith with a high fly ball into left field for the third out of the inning. And Toretto's there for the Scarlet Raiders, making the play. 3 up, 3 down. King on a roll, man. As we head to the bottom of the third, 0-0 the score. 3 up, 3 down.
For the Yellow Jackets in the top of the third inning, 0 runs, 0 hits, 0 left on
Matt
base.
King continues. A stellar performance here on a Sunday. At the 12 o'clock hour, we are going to take a quick time out, folks. We'll be back with more here live on Raider Vision from Newark, New Jersey. Back after this.
What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education. What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers. Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
Here,
Now
bottom of the
batting
third
left
inning.
field, number 10, Matt
And we got
Toretto.
Matt Toretto with his first AB in the ball game. Matt put that last out of the inning with the put away and left. And Blades deals. Toretto shows bunt but pulls it back, called strike. Toretto, 5'7" senior out of Burlington Township. Man, swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Blades. That's going to be low for a ball. We mentioned Blades. Out of Charleston, West Virginia. He was one of the go-to relievers last season. Made 16 appearances and one start as a senior. He was 3-1 last year. 2 saves, 5.4 ERA, and a 1.61 WHIP in 23 innings pitched. So getting the start here today. So maybe some changes over the summer and the fall for Blades. Comfortable in the starting role. He looks pretty darn good today. He was ranked second in the Liberty League in saves. It didn't allow a run in 11 of his 16 appearances. And that's going to be a grounder to the second baseman and a perfect throw. Solid play by Ethan Jacquet. And good for the first out of the inning.
Your second baseman, number 25, Paul Recchia.
Blades, a big swing by Recchia. Blades, a graduate from Charleston Catholic. He was a 3-time baseball letterman. Also played varsity basketball as well at Charleston Catholic. He was a co-captain his junior season. Man, that's going to be high. Blades with the heat. He was all-state honorable mention, Thomas Blades. his freshman and sophomore seasons, hitting .488 as a junior. Going 6-5, and that's deep into the gap, and it's in there on his horse. Paul Recchia trying to go to third. The throw, Recchia's in there for the triple. What a stroke into the gap. A right center field. Recchia on with the one-out triple, and the Scarlet Raiders are in business. Two hits yesterday for Recchia. Got one here today, and brother Eric had a hit in that first inning. Eric takes for the ball. And a pitch by Blades low. Eric Recchia playing right field today. Count now 2-0, so good pitch here for Eric, potentially to take a gander at. So Blades at 2-0 from the set, deals outside with first base open. No surprise here that Blades is perhaps pitching around big number 32. With one out, makes a little bit of sense. It's in there for a strike, chest high fastball. Wind starting to pick up here a little bit, blowing hard out towards left center. Might have played a part in that, in that ball that kept going and going from Paul Recchia. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. Paul Recchia into score. Gunning for second. Recchia on his horse is in there safely with the RBI double. And it's the Pow Pow Twins coming through for the Scarlet Raiders. And Rutgers on the board as they go up 1-0. That'll bring up Weinbill, the shortstop for Rutgers, with runner in scoring position. And Weinbill with a clean base hit to left. And holding up the runner at third was Cortman. Looked like Cortman was saying, giving him the green light. I don't know what happened there. I saw that arm waving him around. Eric decides to stay, and wisely so. Preserving that 1-0 lead. It's still just one away for number 41. Bernardo. So the Scarlet Raiders bust through. Suicide squeeze! And a beautiful play by Blades, hopping off the mound with cat-like reflexes. Picking up the bunt, putting the tag on Eric Recchia for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, number 9, Tommy Root.
Cortman going for it all there. Blades with the put away for the second out. And that'll bring up Tommy Babe Ruth. Tommy, 5'8", freshman third baseman out of Red Bank. Batting in the 5-hole, the 5 spot. So a runner on second on the hit from Weinbill. 2-0, and the pitch. That's hit into right field, and a diving catch. Beautiful. A web gem from Josh Latham for the third out of the inning. And Blades immediately runs over to Leadham and says, "Thank you very much." A gorgeous play by the right fielder, Leadham, for the third out of the inning, but not before Rutgers bust through with the first run of the ball game. Scarlet Raiders lead it 1-0. 3 in the books. We'll be back after this. And we're back here live. Let's take another look at that web gem from Leadham. The flare out to right, and just an absolutely spectacular catch by Leadham to end the inning, and that'll bring up Jaquette for the Yellow Jackets. And a beautiful pitch by King. You know, Matty King, if you look at him out there, he's just machine-like. He wastes no time. He just gets up there and throws. He's got a grounder and the put away for the first out of the inning. That was our third baseman.
Now batting third baseman, number 7, Jackson Reed.
So from one third baseman to the other. Tommy Ruth with a nice play at third. And the third baseman for the Yellow Jackets, Jackson Reed. 0-1 to Reed. And that's in there for a called strike. Reed now in the hole at 0-2. Jackson Reed, 6 foot 180 out of Corta Madera, California. Sounds like a beautiful part of the state. So much beauty in the state of California. And the pop-up, King making the catch for 2 outs. And I don't want to start. I'm not going to start. I'm going to start. I'm a little superstitious here. Superstitious. I'm just going to say King's having a good game. That's it. I'm already giving it away, though. In there for a strike. It's number 13, Sammy Bezturi, out of St. Ignatius Prep in Chicago. How about Loyola Academy? Where is Loyola Academy? Glencoe, Winnetka? I'm not sure. Suburb of Chicago. Shout out the Baisley family. Deep fly ball to left field and close to the track, making the catch. And not an easy one was Toretto for the third out of the inning. And again, 3 up, 3 down from Matthew King, who continues to roll here for the Scarlet Raiders. Let's take a look at some of King's numbers as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. King has faced 11, has gotten 11, mowed 11 down with 5 strikeouts. King's been golden today. Tommy Blades will face number 26 for the Scarlet Raiders, the number 6 hitter Morales. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining.
Now batting first baseman number 26, Dario Morales.
That'll bring up Dario Morales here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Rutgers with a 1-0 lead. And the lefty Morales takes for a ball. Morales 0 for 1 today with a strikeout in his first at bat. Oh, that's a nice swing. It's a deep right field. Going, gone! Dario Morales with the huge shot to right field. Gives the Scarlet Raiders the 2-0 lead. And Morales is mobbed by his teammates.
Now batting center fielder number 6, Gilroy Pyle.
That's the first home run of the season for Morales. And the slow roller is good for the out. So grounding out was number 6, Gilroy Puyal. Morales absolutely hammered that. Such a beautiful thing to watch, especially off the left-handed bat of Morales. So with one away, it'll be Rosado. The count now 1-1 to Rosado. Two and one with one away. The big shot from Morales. Got everybody up cheering for that one. And that's going to be fouled away. Three home runs hit this season by the Scarlet Raiders. Storch with one. Eric Recchi has got one. And now you can add Dario Morales to the list. And that's a called strike for the second out of the inning. A two-away, that'll bring up the right fielder, Toretto, playing left field. Toretto 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Gets a hold of this one for the base hit into center field. So a two-out single from Toretto for his first hit of the ball game. Puts a runner on board for the Raiders, and that'll bring off the leadoff hitter, Paul Recchia.
Now batting second baseman number 25, Paul Recchia.
Paul 1 for 1 today with that triple. And a run scored. And Blades with the throw over to first. Trying to keep Toretto honest. Toretto certainly a threat to steal. Toretto is 1 for 1 in his stolen base attempts this year. And he goes. The throw not in time, and it gets away, but backing up nicely are the Yellow Jackets. So Toretto, with his second steal of the season, now in scoring position. Count to Recchia at 2-0 with 2-8. And Blades checks the runner and deals in there for his called strike. And the 3-1, getting up and underneath it, but carrying to deep center field. Oh, unable to make the catch, and Toretto comes in to score, rounding second. Sliding safely into third is Recchia, but the error likely will be called against the center fielder for Rochester. Sammy Smith had his hands full, battling the sun, the wind, all sorts of things. You know, Recchia didn't look to get all of that as he kind of swung underneath it, but it kept carrying. We talked about that wind out to left center. And the fastball's in there for the strike. Paul just kept going and going. Now Eric Recchia, 0-1. Recchia jammed himself on that swing as it goes foul down the left field line. Score now 3-0. So the official scorer has ruled that a triple. His second triple of the game for Paul Recchia. Unbelievable. And Eric grounds deep in the hole to third. Tough throw and safe for the infield hit and the RBI. The Pow Pow Twins deliver again. Score is now 4-0. Weinbill 1 for 2 with a run score. With a hit. No run scored as he flares that out to right. Let's see if Weinbill can keep this 2-out rally going. Here in the bottom. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Raiders continue to chip away on some sound fundamental baseball and great pitching from Matt King. In the hole now at 0-2 is Weinbolt. And that's going to be stroked into center field for the base hit. 2-out rally continues as Blades is getting chewed up here.
Now batting designated hitter number 41, Joey Bernardo.
Blades has now given up 9 Scarlet Raider hits for 4 runs. So there's going to be a conversation on the mound. A shout out to the coaching staff for the University of Rochester. The legend, Joe Reyna, in his 23rd season for the Yellow Jackets, has compiled an amazing 489 373-2 record. His assistant coach, Mike Gibson. Volunteer assistant, Justin Johnson. And the student assistant, 2025, is Bryce Tyler. The team captains for the Yellow Jackets this season, Mike Cassier. How do I say that? Let's see if we got a pronunciation guide here. No, we don't. So Matt Caserio, Colby Crusher, Josh Leadham, and Jackson Reed are the captains for the Yellow Jackets this year. And we are, in fact, going to have the pitching change, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring in the right-hander, Matt Bradley. Bradley warming up right now, 6'2", 210 senior out of Buffalo, New York. Wearing number 35. This will be Bradley's second appearance of the season. He's given up one hit, one run.
Jackets number 35, Matt Bradley.
We're going to let Matty warm up here. Hopefully the temperature warms up a little bit too. We're outside here at Weequahic Park. You know, this is what we call hustling. We're hustling. Hustling in the gritty Newark, New Jersey. Oh, beautiful park, though. I'll tell you that. Weequahic Park, gorgeous. And we're going to let Bradley warm up, and we'll be back, I don't know, as soon as Matt's done. We're going to come right back here on Raider Vision with our doubleheader of the week. Back after this. Joey Bernardo now up. So Blades finishes, giving up 4 runs, 4 of them earned. We mentioned those 9 hits. Four strikeouts for Blades. But it's now up to Bradley as he gets one over for a strike to Bernardo. So Bradley comes in to this ball game, making his second appearance of the season, and trailing 4-0 here in the bottom of the 4th with a runner in scoring position. And a nasty pitch there by Bradley. Took a little something off of that, fooled everybody, including the guy in the box right there, Bernardo. And Bradley checks the runner at second. And the pitch. Another curveball. A tough pitch there. Down on strikes goes Bernardo. At the end of 4. 3 runs. 5 hits. 4-0. Rutgers. Matt King going back to his throne. Top of the 5th. We'll be back with the start of the 5th inning right after this.
What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers. Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health. What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise.
Story so far, 3 hits from Eric Recchia, 2 from Paul. Which has given Rutgers a comfortable 4-0 lead, which gives some room for Matt King to work with. He's been nothing but lights out here today. I'm going to use my words carefully. Yeah, that's going to be popped up. Rosado's got some space. Flips the mask, fights the sun, and makes the catch in the wind. Rosado made that one look easy. For the first out of the inning, John Rosado, the veteran backstop for the Scarlet Raiders, checks the wrist as he gives the signal to Matt King. And this is a big kid right here, number 32, Data, 6'6", 200-pounder out of South Beach in the Cannon School. In there for the strike. Data hitless. Not exactly going on a limb by saying hitless, because King has been dirty today. Oh, way out in front was Data on a nasty off-speed offering from Matthew King. And King deals a lot of ground balls today for Matt King, and there's another one. And a beautiful job making the adjustment at first for the Raiders. Dario Morales with his first home run of the season, and it was a monster shot into right field. And that'll bring up Gonzalo, 6'1", 200-pound senior, with a high fly ball to deep left field, and it's gone. And King gives up his first hit of the ball game, and it's a home run. And touching home for Rochester, number 12, Alexander Gonzalo.
Now batting designated hitter number 11, Jake Goldberg.
And that's the first home run of the season for Gonzalo. He had 2 hits, only 1 hit this season. It was a double. You can add the home run to the stat sheet for Gonzalo. Drake Goldberg now. So Matt King, who was perfect up until that point, it gives up the long ball. But you know what? Look, that might help him settle down a little bit. Not that he needs to settle down. He has been terrific. But shake it off, Matty, and just keep going. And that's exactly the mentality that Matthew King has and lives by. You could just tell by the nature of the way this guy pitched. He rarely shakes off Rosado. And that's it for strike 3. And Rosado's pumped up. King's pumped up. But the solo home run by Gonzalo puts the Yellow Jackets on the board.
In the top of the 5th inning, 1 run on 1 hit.
And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Raiders with the 4-1 lead. We'll be back live from Weequahic Park right after this.
What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education. if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being? That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery? These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
And we got the Bambino, Tommy Ruth, leading things off for the Raiders. Four to 1. Raiders with the lead. 0-1 now to Ruth. And the pitch by Bradley, low. And Bradley deals. That's so high and outside. What number? Count now, even at 2-2. And Ruth fouls that one away. Bradley went to Canisius High School. Mentioned the Catholic League. Slow roller to the third baseman. Oh, throws high, and Ruth is safe. Ruth looks like he might have tweaked that right leg. But a high throw from Jackson Reed will put Ruth to first base.
Now batting, first baseman number 26, Dario Morales.
We mentioned, what a bunt that is. Perfect. And the sacrifice by Morales advances Ruth to second, now in scoring position. You couldn't lay down a better bunt if you tried. And the sacrifice by Morales executed to perfection.
Now batting center fielder number 6, Gilroy Pryor.
And it's Gilroy Prial takes low ball. So Bradley, the Canisius High School graduate, lettered in baseball for the Crusaders. He also caught in high school. Canisius lost to I believe it was St. Anthony's in the Catholic boys basketball state tournament. Was it St. Anthony's or was it St. I'll have to check. But congratulations to St. Anthony's, or regardless, the new AA Catholic League New York State champs in boys basketball. I called that game yesterday. A lot of fun. Fordham University. And the pitch from Bradley. And that is stroked to the center for a base hit. And Cortman holds the runner at third as Ruth thought about it. But Cortman with the 4-1 lead, playing it safe. Runners now on the corners. And that will bring up Rosado. But Prial gets his first hit of the ball game. So Rosado with 1 away, and the runner goes, faking the throw to second. Was Reith. Prial at second, and a swing, foul tip. Holding on to that one was Reith. Count now at 1-1. So runners on second and third. Rosado, the comebacker, in there for a base hit. 1-run score, 2-run score, an RBI. A single, scoring 2 runs. What do you call that? An RBI, 2 RBI single? So Rosado knocks in a pair.
Now batting left fielder number 10, Matt.
And it's now 6-1 Raiders as the floodgates have opened here in the bottom of the 5th. And Toretto, the hitter for the Raiders, in there for a called strike. So Rosado coming through in the clutch. In there for strike 2. Toretto in the hole at 0-2 with 1 away. Bradley deals, strike 3. So Toretto unable to get the bat off the shoulder, frozen by Bradley for the second out of the inning.
Now batting second baseman number 25, Paul Recchia.
And that'll bring up Paul Recchia for the Raiders. Recchia 2 for 2 with an RBI. 2 runs scored. He was hit by a pitch and had that triple. And Bradley gets it over for a strike. Recchia in the hole at 0-2 with 2 away. And the pitch in the dirt. Toretto advances to second. A 1-2 to Recchia. And Bradley deals. High and inside, ball 2. Over for the strike, 3. So Recchia goes down looking for the third out of the game. Good job by Bradley. So another 2 runs come across for the Raiders on 2 hits. Rosado, a couple of RBIs, makes it 6-1. 5 innings in the books here at Weequahic. Part of our doubleheader here today, folks. Don't go away. More coming to you live from Weequahic Park on Raider Vision after this.
What if I I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education. What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being? That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery? These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
And we're back here live at Weequahic Park on the throwing error. Rochester's got a man aboard at second and squaring away to bunt. And it's a beautiful bunt. Oh, just rolls foul. That was Reith, who will have to come back. And Reith goes to the same place, straightens it out this time, nearly beats it out. The runner advances on the sacrifice.
Now batting, second baseman number 8, Ethan Jaquette.
That's a good idea. Yeah. And Jaquette takes for ball one. Pardon me for trying to bundle up here, folks. Adding a couple layers. I feel like we could be in Alaska right now. A fly out on the sacrifice fly to center. And run scores. Sammy Smith crosses home for the second run of the game for the Yellow Jackets.
Third baseman number
They've
7,
they've got 4-run deficit to start to chip away at here, folks. And they're doing just that here in the top of the sixth inning, 2 away. Jackson Reed, the third baseman. And that's a ball. And Kinger deals inside for the ball. If you look at that motion from King, it's very compact. Not a lot of arms, legs flying around. Medium leg kick. Fatigue might be setting in now for King. That was King's 62nd pitch of the ball game, so Reardon's going to come out here and talk it over after King gives up the walk. Pitching coach, graduate student for Rutgers Newark. Danny Reardon talking it over with his guys, and head coach Connor Courtman. Assistant coaches for the Raiders, Brandon Lopez, Justin Kessler, and Josh Miller. And they're going to leave King in the ball game here.
Now batting shortstop, number 13, Sammy Bestry.
The King has only been credited with giving up one hit today. 6 strikeouts. Oh, a sliding catch and a beauty from the right fielder. Eric Recchia for the 3rd out of the inning. Gorgeous job by Recchia, who's done it all here today for the Scarlet Raiders. And 1 run comes across and 1 hit. It's 6-2. So Matt King has given up 2 hits. The home run. But 6-2 Raiders as we head to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back after this.
What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education.
Eric Recchia in the box for Rutgers. Recchia is 3 for 3 today. 2 RBIs. Fouling that one back. Man, he has a powerful swing. And the right-hander Bradley deals grounder to short. Strong throw over to the first for the 1st out of the inning. Nice job by Besdery. Wineville 2 for 3 today. Big swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Bradley. Took a little something off of that one. So Wineville was way ahead. That's low. Good eye, Wineville. And a 2-1 from Bradley. High, ball 3. And that is hit deep into the gap. A Wineville with a stand-up double and his third hit of the ball game.
Now batting, designated hitter number 41, Joey Bernardo.
That'll bring up Joey Bernardo for the Raiders with a runner in scoring position. One away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Low ball 1. And a shout out to Rutgers Newark for their participation in track and field at the AARTF Championships up in Ithaca, New York. Strong showing by the Raiders. And that's going to be in there for a base hit. Cortman waves home Wineville, and it's 7-2. RBI single. Joey Bernardo comes through in the clutch. And Yellow Jackets going to talk it over. With the score now at 7-2, that might be all for Bradley. Indeed, it is. We'll be back with more from Weequahic Park after this pitching change and a word from our sponsors.
What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education. What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? We're that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers. Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
Back here live at Weekway after the Yellow Jackets pitching change. And the big right-hander on the hill now for the Yellow Jackets. Jack Subramanian, 6'3", 185, out of Haddonfield Memorial High School. Haddonfield, New Jersey. Fighting that one off was Ruth. First appearance this season for number 19, Subramanian. And it's a pretty darn good debut. So he gets the strikeout.
Now batting first baseman, number 26, Dario Morales.
Morales, the lefty. Subramanian, a nasty pitch outside. It's a righty versus lefty matchup. The runner goes, stepping up with a strong throw, but not in time. That was Wreath. Stood right up, fired away a little too far to the left. As Morales will get the stolen base. I'm sorry, Morales with the swing and the miss. That was Tommy Ruth with the stolen base. And strike three, swing and a miss, Morales. So a nice job by Subramanian.
For the Scarlet Raiders in the bottom of the sixth.
But after 6 innings, run, 2 hits, 7-2, Raiders in control as we head to the 7th inning. We'll be back after this.
What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers. Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health. What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education.
Back here live at Weekway Park, a little late to the party here at the top of the 7th. Battling the elements, folks. We're doing the best we can to keep batting down the hatches. This wind is really whipping here at Weekway Park. Papers flying. But we're holding it down. We're getting through. Hey, man, on a Sunday in March, St. Patty's Day on the horizon, you got to be outside today, man. You got to gut it out. And gutting it out up the middle with a base hit. Number 16, Leadham is aboard.
Now batting left fielder number 32, Tristan Dada.
For Leadham, it's his first hit of the ball game. So Leadham aboard. No outs. That's over for the strike. I'm telling you, man, Matt King just like a machine up there. This guy throws strikes. I mean, it's really incredible. This performance cannot be understated enough by Matt King as he's into the 7th inning now. And Matt King has not walked a single batter in this game. Of course, I'm going to jinx him right now. Watch that. It always happens that way. As the count is now a 1-1 to Dada, who's 0 for 2 today, the left fielder. That's why I didn't want to talk. He was perfect. King perfect through 4 innings before being human, giving up that home run. And it was a shot into left field by Gonzalo. I got the Yellow Jackets on the board. Count now 2-1 to number 32 Data, 6'6". Out of the Cannon School. Runner goes. Rosado. Beautiful. Oh! Gorgeous throw. The Sheriff knocks him down. John Rosado steps up with the rifle. And that's good for the first out of the inning. I mean, it couldn't have been any better a throw from the senior catcher for the Raiders. Count now fully 3-2. And there's the first walk given up in this ball game by the right-hander King. Pretty sure that's the first walk. Double check that.
First baseman number 12, Alex Gonzalo.
That's amazing. 6 strikeouts, 1 walk for King. And another ball. King now up to 75 pitches with a runner on board for the Yellow Jackets. King keeps him honest there. So Data on first. And Gonzalo, who had that home run in a foul territory, giving chase and making the put away in foul territory is Toretto. And that's the second out of the inning. Great hustle by Toretto.
Now batting designated hitter number 11, Jake Goldberg.
Not an easy catch to make with this win, and you're on your horse sprinting. Heads bouncing around, eyes are all unfocused. Big swing and a miss, nice cut. I don't mean unfocused, but you try running at full speed and catching a fly ball with the wind and the sun. Guys in MLB make it look easy. Toretto made it look easy there as well. That's in there for a strike. I love the relationship between Rosado and King. And then, Rosado taking the sign from the dugout, quickly relaying it to King. And Rosado sets up high in the strike zone. The throw over to first. Watch this at bat here. Watch Rosado. Watch King. They sort of are just like two solid dance partners. And that's going to be popped up down to the right field line into foul territory. Not that Morales would have had a shot, but he stumbled right off the jump. Dario Morales, along with Rosado, Rosado can't take a second off as the catcher. You got to be focused the entire time. And setting up high in the strike zone once again, Rosado. And a beautiful pitch, and Kinger's all fired up. 7th strikeout of the game. Matthew King, that will likely end his day. I'm guessing we'll see what Connor Cortman decides. But 7 strong innings for Matthew King, giving up just his first walk in the ball game here on the top of the 7th as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Raiders coming up with the 7-2 lead on the strong pitching, timely hitting. Raiders looking good here in game 1 of this 2-game set against the University of Rochester. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th right after this.
Will you invest in yourself today? If you have big dreams but need a college degree to achieve them, then Rutgers University Newark is for you. We'll challenge you to see the world from a different perspective and teach you the skills you need to succeed. Opportunity is being at the right place at the right time. Newark is the place, and your time is now.
What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education.
Batting. Center fielder number 6, Gilroy Pryor.
Gilroy Prial will take his licks for the Scarlet Raiders. Prial busted through with his first hit of the ball game. Now 1 for 3 on the day. Hit and a run scored for Prial. And ball 4, Prial takes his base. Now to bring up Johnny Rosado. He's had a great day here in game number 1.
Now batting catcher number 23, John Rosado.
Rosado 1 for 3 with that 2 RBI single. Rosado squares away to bunt, gets drilled to the back. Armando Benitez style. Who's that? Tino Martinez? Rosado shakes it off. In this cold weather, that's got to sting.
Left fielder number 10, Matt Toretto.
So runners on first and second. No way, no outs here in the bottom of the 7th. So Raiders threatening once again. And Toretto takes for a ball. Subramanian talking things over with the catcher for the Yellow Jackets, Matt Christmas Reith. Feels like Christmas out here, folks, today. Windy, cold, Weequahic Park. Despite what the thermometer says, that wind, and it is chilly. Man, squaring away to bunt, squaring up to bunt. Toretto once again, and he pulls it back. Called ball. 2-0 now to Toretto. The senior. Oh, no, that's going to bounce foul. Close for Toretto. Looking to advance the runners. It's Connor Cortman. Looking to keep the runs flowing here at Weequahic Park in Game 1 of our doubleheader. And Toretto once again pulls back high. Ball 3. 31 now to Toretto. And that's in the ground, ball 4, and it gets past Reith. Runners advance. Doesn't matter with the Toretto walk. And the bases are loaded for the leadoff hitter, Paul Recchia.
Now batting second baseman, number 25, Paul Recchia.
Recchia. 2 triples today and an RBI, and that's going to do it for the right-hander as Joe Reyna contemplating making the move. It's not official. I thought I saw Reyna reach in there to grab the ball, but I stand corrected. Reyna's going to leave in the right-hander. So Subramanian, with no outs, has his work cut out for him. As big number 25, Paul Recchia, with the bases loaded, steps into the box. Recchia takes a big hut. Fouled it back, strike 1. Paul Recchia has 1 home run this season. And that's a sharp grounder to the shortstop. There's 1. There's 2. Double play, but a run scores. Oh, is he safe at first? So Recchia beats it out. The lead runner goes down at second. Runners remain on the corners. And on the fielder's choice, the run scores to make it 8-2 Rutgers. Now Eric Recchia. Eric got on top of that one. Bounces foul. Paul gets back to first. And the pitch popped way up high on the third base side for the second out. And the put away by Jackson Reed.
Now batting shortstop, number 7,
Weinbill, a gaudy 3 for 4 today with a run scored. Weinbill, prior to the start of this ball game, batting .429, certainly helping his cause here today in Game 1 of this doubleheader. He's already got 3 hits. Weinbill only had 7 at-bats as of March 8th. The runner goes, and Weinbill swings through it for the K. And after 7 innings of play, Rutgers leads 8-2.
For the Scarlet Raiders, in the bottom of the 7th, 1 run, 0 hits, 2 left on base.
1 run scores on that fielder's choice, 2 left on. 8-2. We'll see if Kinger comes out here for the 8th. I'm gonna guess no.
What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers. Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
Back here live at Winkway Park after 7 brilliant innings. Matt King has been replaced by reliever Vince Taylor. And you're in for a treat, folks. Taylor making his 3rd appearance of the season. One of the last of the submarine hurlers on the planet. And it will be number 44 for the Yellow Jackets, Sammy Smith. Check swing foul. That's going to be a strike. Taylor 0-1 now to Smith. Paul. Sammy Smith. One for 2 today, Sammy Smith. Counts now 1-2 as Taylor facing his first batter of the afternoon. In there for a strike. Beautiful pitch. Taylor freezing Sammy Smith. So Sammy Smith says, "Stay with me," as he walks to the dugout.
Catcher number 9, Matt Reed.
Vince Taylor says, "I'm going to stay with my nasty stuff so far as the side armor." I wouldn't really call. You guys think Vince Taylor is a genuine submariner or a sidearm guy? Yeah, sidearm guy. That's got to be tough to face, though. Man, a beautiful throw from third. That was Tommy Babe Ruth. And Vince, 2 up, 2 down for Taylor. And that'll bring up number 8, Ethan Jaquette. Oh, look at this. Jaquette out of Bronxville, New York. My old neck of the woods. Beautiful part of Westchester County, right near Scarsdale, Eastchester. Bronxville, the home of NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. I won't be giving out his address, but... And that is stroked in a deep center field. And it's over the head. Rounding second. And coming on to third for the triple. That was Matt Reith. That was Jaquette. I'm sorry. Jaquette with the triple. And I'll bring up Jackson Reed with Jaquette at third. So Taylor gets lit up there for a triple. So that was way over the head of Prial, who had no shot. And again, we talk about that wind, which is blowing hard here today at Weekway, per the usual. So the Yellow Jackets with a little life, with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. That's low and outside. The count now 1-1. And Taylor deals. Popped way up as Reed commits the 3rd out of the inning. And a nice catch by the second baseman for the Scarlet Raiders, Recchia. Vince Taylor all fired up as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Nice job, Vince Taylor. 1 hit, 1 left on. 8-2 Rutgers. We'll be back with more right after this.
What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education. What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers. Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
Will you invest in yourself today? If you have big dreams but need a college degree to achieve them, then Rutgers University Newark.
Back live here at Weekway Park, Joey Bernardo in the box for Rutgers. Swings on the first pitch, foul. Bernardo one hit with an RBI this afternoon here in game one. Swing and a miss, strike two. And the pitch popped him up into foul territory. And the catch is made. That was Jackson Reed.
Now batting third baseman, number 9, Tommy Ruth.
I'll bring up Tommy Ruth, 0 for 4 today. The only Scarlet Raider without a hit. As it has been a hit parade for sure in game one. Eric Recchia with 3. Weinbill with 3 hits. 2 hits for Paul Recchia. Yeah, that's low and outside. Called ball. And there it is! Every Scarlet Raider with at least a base hit today here in game one.
Now batting first baseman, number 26, Mario Morales.
Morales with perhaps the biggest hit of the ball game. That monster shot into right field for his first home run of the season. But a sweet piece of hitting by Tommy Ruth gets him into the hit parade. And Ruth gets back. Ruth is 1 for 2 this year on stolen base attempts and another base hit. Back-to-back base hits as Ruth will go to third. And Morales with another hit. I got to get a... And a slow roller foul. Prial 1 for 3 today. Morales at first. And that's in there for the strike. Inside ball. One and two now to Prial. Prial strokes one in his center. And that will be a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Prial. Coming across to score for the Scarlet Raiders is number 9, Tommy Ruth.
Now batting catcher, number 23, John Rosado.
Johnny Rosado at the dish. Strike one. 0-2, I should say. Rosado in the hole. After that sacrifice fly, now 9-2 for Rutgers. Runner on first. Two-way. And the 1-2. And that will be down the line. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. And that's a 2-run RBI double for John Rosado. Or an RBI double, 1 run scores. So, no. RBI double for John Rosado. Supermanian will remain in the ball game. I stand corrected. We have a new pitcher for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be number 10, Zach Herzog, a 5'10 right-hander, a sophomore out of Rixieville, VA.
Now on the mound for the Yellow Jackets, number 10, Zach Herzog.
So, Sir Herzog, this will be his first appearance of the season as he warms up. 10-2, Rutgers with the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. We'll be back after this. And the new pitcher brings up the new batter, Toretto. Toretto checks his swing. And that's low, bobbled, and taking advantage. So Rosado ends up on third with the heads-up play. And Toretto with the slow roller. And a tough throw will allow the run to score. And Toretto will remain at first. So Besteri with the throwing error is okay. That's been ruled an infield hit. It'll be Paul Recchia with a runner aboard and 2 away. A 11-2 lead for the Raiders. Curveball's in there for the strike. And the lead runner is safe. Kind of a little bit of a lack of urgency on that throw over to second by the third baseman. Reed allows all runners to be safe for Eric Recchia. And still 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Low ball 1. Folks, stick around for our post-game wrap-up show between games 1 and 2. So we'll have our player of the game here live, not on camera, but we will vote on our MVP of the game. And I'll have a live interview after game 1. Certainly quite a few candidates, if Rutgers can hang on, to fill that spot. But I want to thank Connor Cortman with his continued positive cooperation with working with the media. And that will allow us to sit down and have a nice chat with our player of the game. Upon the completion of this one, we're here in the bottom of the 8th, 11-2, bases now. Runners now on the corners. I'm sorry, base loaded for Rutgers for a Weinbolt. A 2-way. And Weinbolt at 2-0. Should get a nice pitch to look at here. Oh, and it hits the comebacker. It goes off the shin of the pitcher. Everybody's safe. As number 10 limps back to the hill. Zach Herzog, I mean, you could hear that from all the way over here. Herzog showing some toughness as that caught the young right-hander's right lower leg. Man, it sounded like just a dull thud, bone on ball on bone is what it sounded like. Well, Herzog, a bad break there for Herzog. It was a good pitch. Herzog, a freshman out of Bethesda. Where's Herzog? No, Herzog is from Rixieville, Virginia. My bad. The sophomore. He's going to stay in the ball game, folks. And the umpire is going to allow Herzog to try a couple of pitches. His lead leg is the left leg. And he's got to push off with that right leg on the rubber. And big hole there on the mound, too. Oh, boy. Looks okay. Just flexing that right leg a little bit. Tough young man. And it's not like things are going to get easier for Herzog if he's able to stay in the ball game. It's Herzog with 2 away. Not only
designated hitter, number 41, Joey Bernardo.
That'll bring up Joey Bernardo with the bases drunk. Jake Goldberg from the stretch. Deals low. Low. The ball 2-0. Bernardo. No home runs this year. Batting .320. Two balls, 1 strike to Bernardo. That's low, ball 3. Bernardo. Check swing. That's ball 4. What are they saying? So they call that a strike. So count now full for Bernardo. Base is also full. Everyone's running. Bernardo stays alive. Strike 3. So good job by number 10 for the Yellow Jackets, Jake Goldberg. 3 left on base. 8 innings in the books, 12-2. Rutgers with the lead. We'll be back. Yellow Jackets down to their final 3 outs. Back after this. And we got a doubleheader, folks, so stay tuned for our post-game show, and Game 2 coming up 30 minutes after the completion of Game 1. Back after this.
Will you invest in yourself today? If you have big dreams but need a college degree to achieve them, then Rutgers University Newark is for you. We'll challenge you to see the world from a different perspective and teach you the skills you need to succeed. Opportunity is being at the right place at the right time. Newark is the place, and your time is now.
if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being? That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery? These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
Vestry gets hit with the first pitch, as we do have a new pitcher in the ball game for the Scarlet Raiders. It's number 1, Alex Kudo,
Now batting right field,
5'7" graduate student out of Woodcliff Lake, New Jersey. A right-handed pitcher immediately puts one on, and that'll bring up number 16 for the Yellow Jackets. Lead them. That's inside, ball 4. So Kudo off to a bit of a shaky start as he puts the first 2 runners on board.
Now batting left fielder number 32, Tristan Donna.
And that'll bring up Dada. That's in the ground for the ball. Okuda with 2 appearances this season. On 1 innings pitch, he's given up a run and 2 walks with 1 strikeout. Rosado going to try to settle down. Kudo. Deals. Kudo having trouble finding the strike zone. And Kudo checks the runner, deals outside, ball 3. Man, I'm wondering if a big number 32 might get the green light here. Yeah, he does not. Data 6'6", 200-pounder takes for the strike. Trailing 10 runs. I don't see any harm in swinging away with a couple of runners on board. In the top of the 9th inning. Yeah, his foul tip is caught by Rosado as Dada strikes out. First out of the inning and the first out for the closer.
Now batting first base is
Kuda.
12, Alex Gonzalo.
That brings up Gonzalo, who had a monster home run off of Matt King over the left field fence. Low ball. Kuda hanging in there. And that's in there for a strike. And that is smacked it to deep left field. Going back to the wall. It's going to drop in for a double as 2 runs will score for the Yellow Jackets. And it's now 12-4 as Kuda gives up the RBI, the 2 RBI double.
Now batting for the Yellow Jackets, pinch hitting, number 25, Randy Davis.
And that'll be a pinch hitter, Randy Davis. In there for a strike. Randy Davis, 5'11", 185, freshman out of Westfield, New Jersey. It's in there for a strike. And the pitch. Ball. A foul tip. And that caught Rosado in the catcher's glove hand, and he's banged up. Or that might have caught him low. Rosado's hunched over in clear discomfort. So 2 away now, and that'll bring up
Center fielder,
the center fielder, Sammy Smith. Well, there's a nice pitch from Cooter. Okudo settling down a little bit, getting the strikeout, and now puts one over for the second strike to Smith. And Kuda deals ball. And that's going to do it, folks. Kudo gets a second strikeout. And the Scarlet Raiders win game 1, 12-4. We'll be back with our Rutgers player of the game right after this. We're back here live, Weequahic Park, Newark, New Jersey. Game one of the books, part of our doubleheader here today. Rutgers Newark baseball. Big win against the University of Rochester. Joining us now live on press row, it's the sophomore, number 21, Matty King, everybody.
How's it going?
Matt, you got me all fired up here, man.
Thank you.
First of all, where do I begin? I mean, the most efficient pitcher I've seen in a long time. First of all, congrats on your third win of the season.
Thank you.
And, man, you and Rosado really seem to have a connection. Like, you can
Yeah.
I love the relationship there. Tell me the importance of your senior catcher and what he does for your game.
I mean, he's been around this program for so long. I mean, he knows. I've been pitching to him for a while. He knows what to throw when. He's just such an advanced catcher for this level, and it's insane. It's unbelievable the way he knows the game, and he knows what to call the pitches, and he's just fundamentally a phenomenal catcher.
You know, do you early on really seem to get into a groove? Not always the case with not just yourself, but with many pitchers. Sometimes it takes a little while. You really don't waste a whole lot of time on that man. Has that always been something you do? You take the signal, you rarely shake them off, and you just kind of go. Tell us about that approach.
I just have one speed, and that's go. Like, I don't like to waste time. I don't like to screw around. I mean, just get the job done, get my guys off the field, and get the bats in their hand.
And, Matty, you also don't like to throw many balls because, I mean, you give up only 2 walks, and that was later in the ball game. Tell me what it was like. Also, like, are you aware perfect through 4? I didn't want to say anything. I mean, I know we weren't that deep, but is that something you're aware of?
I was aware of that. I kind of jinxed myself there. I got the 2 outs. I was just like, all right, and I let the last fastball lead, and the kid.
Yeah, Gonzalo put it over the fence. But listen, man, it's almost like you were completely unfazed by that. It's let's just keep moving it along.
With the phenomenal offensive support, it's just it really plays a whole factor with the mindset and the mentality.
And I mentioned that. I mean, I think you guys up at one point at 4-0. How much more freedom and flexibility does that give to your mindset when you know you can play around maybe a little bit?
A lot of it, actually. Like, it's just I know I can just fill the zone there. I don't have to be perfect. You know, I have room for mistakes, so it does take a lot off the mind.
You know, I don't want to be giving you too many lofty comparisons, but you know, in terms of your ability to pick your spots at the in the strike zone. And your wind up a little bit, very compact. You don't have your arms and legs flying around. A little Greg Maddux in there, or I mean, I know you're probably too young to remember him, you're like, yeah, I've seen those black and white highlights of the day. But is there any one guy that you kind of subscribe to as far as learning from, not just within your team, but anybody at the major league level that you admire?
I would say Trevor Bauer is a big one on me. He's very passionate about pitching, and he breaks it down at a very high fundamental level. Passionate's
the right word. So again, congratulations on the win and third of the season. And Matt, what's it like to be just a sophomore and be kind of the ace of the staff here in 2025? And do you welcome that kind of pressure?
No, I love it. I mean, that's what is expected of me. You're not expected to be bad. You're expected to deliver when called upon, and that's all I'm here to do.
Love the mindset. I'm going to let you go in a second, but you mentioned the offensive firepower that this team produced today. It's not too bad when you got the Recchia brothers going back to back. What's it like to see some of this offensive firepower that was displayed here in Game 1?
It's so it just my mind is so much more cleared when I know that I can. I can be faulty, but then I have these studs behind me that can just throw the ball to any part of the field, and it's just it really just takes a lot off my mind.
How important is it, after a pretty tough loss yesterday with a lot of runs put up on you guys, is it to come back and get the win today? And what are your thoughts on the next one coming up?
I'm all about winning. I hate losing. I really do. So after seeing what happened yesterday, it kind of fired me up. Like, just enough is enough, and I just want to come out here and help out the team and get us a win.
And finally, you ended your day with a big strikeout there in the 7th inning. Did you know that was it? And were you a little extra pumped up?
I thought I was going to get one more. I was told to put up a 0 in that inning, and the 0 delivered. So I thought maybe I would get the 8th, but they're saving me for a little long.
Well, I think it was smart with the run support you had today.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, our player of the game, the sophomore Matthew King, collecting his 3rd win of the season in a gem of a performance here at Weequahic Park. 7 innings, 7 Ks, only 2 walks given up by the sophomore stud, Matthew King, 3-0 in the season. Thanks so much for joining us. Good luck in Game 2.
Thank you.
And congrats. Keep up the good work, big boy.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Matthew King, everybody, our player of the game as the Scarlet Raiders improve their record to 3-5 overall. Game 2 coming up in 30. We'll have it for you live here on Raider Vision. John Heffernan, Scarlet Raiders with a big win over the University of Rochester. The final 12-4. Game 2 coming up. We'll be back with more live from Newark, New Jersey on Raider Vision in 30 minutes. We'll see you then.